such a dedicated spouse. Over the last couple of years, as my mother's health started to decline, my dad did absolutely everything for her. So I would just like to say, well done, Dad. One day during the last year, my mom told me about a quote she saw on a plaque, and it read, "Life is not a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty, well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside, thoroughly used up, worn out, and proclaiming, wow, what a ride." That pretty much sums up how my mother lived her life. Carol Ann, as she was referred to by her siblings when she was in trouble, wasn't afraid to color outside the lines, and this she taught to my brother and me. Whether it was the 12-year-old girl who took her father's meat delivery truck for a joyride around the block, or the older teenager that snuck her father's car key, had a copy made so that she could take his car from the Firestone parking lot while my grandfather was at work. As long as she got it back to the lot before his shift ended, he would never know. It appears that her love of cars started early in life, and she was proud to proclaim that she had owned 22 Volkswagens during her lifetime. While most mothers were somewhat dreading the days their daughters turned 16 and acquired a driver's license, not my mother. My mother went out when I was 14 years old and bought a new off-road, street-legal Honda motorcycle for me. She taught me how to ride it. She told me and the rest of the world that it was okay to be unique, that you don't have to conform to anyone else's standards. Didn't every grandma wear Converse tennis shoes and drive a bright yellow Volkswagen Beetle with a Betty Boop decal on the window? Lastly, my mother was all about strength, loyalty, and dedication. She was never envious of her friends or relatives' successes or good fortunes. Never. My mom was the one person you could go to and tell her anything. Nothing was too awful or disappointing. No matter what bad news you had to give, you knew she could take it and not think any less of you. I feel that this is the legacy that my mother leaves with me, that women from the Becker family are strong. This my own children know, for they can tell me anything, and know that I can take it and not think any less of them. What a great gift a grandma can leave for her grandchildren.